Hey guys, welcome back to CLOCKWISE Crypto. Hope you guys are moving forward in everything that you do. Let's dive right into it. Looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, major respect. Sometimes I told you so just doesn't cut it. So now a lot of you guys were falling into, listen to the influencers who got FOMO themselves and the bottom might be in. That potentially could have been the bottom, falling for this trap. This is a trap, guys. This is an accumulation channel. This is let's catch everyone buying the FOMO right here because they don't want to miss out, only to wreck them on the way back down because they're not going to want to hold. So that's just my opinion. That's what I think. That's what I've seen in the technicals. And the reason why behind all of this is because the macroeconomic conditions, the global economic conditions do not justify Bitcoin going up while everything else goes down. It just doesn't justify it. Okay. So looking at the daily time frame, major respect there as well. We see the divergence. We see how, and we can zoom in a little bit right here so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. But you guys see how just on the stochastic, I don't have a lot of banner scanners and all that stuff. Just on the stochastic alone, we see here that we're going up here, and I'll change the color a little bit so you guys can see. Let's make it green. We have that there, and then we also have this right here, which is divergence, bearish divergence. Take a look at it. Look it up so you guys can see. If you guys actually take a look at bearish divergence and you guys actually see what that looks like, usually there's a chart you guys can see. I've been trading for a while, so I get it, and I pretty much can eyeball it at this point. But there's a chart here, and actually I can pull it here so you guys can see. Bearish divergence, we'll pull it right there and show you guys on the screen what that looks like. So bearish divergence, that's what it looks like. And so we go back to the Bitcoin chart. We see that we're going up on the candles, going down on stochastic. So this would be regular divergence. This first box right here, the first two boxes, the blue and the red on the left side, that would be bearish regular divergence. It's right there. It's really simple, guys. So pay attention to that, and that's what I was looking at the entire time when I'm saying, look, it not only on the macro, but just looking at the charts and seeing it just doesn't look right. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, we see it even further. We see the same thing happening. It looks bearish divergence. Now, what's going to happen? Now we have these levels that we need to have broken to really just confirm our bias. Okay, so this is why I'm saying 10 to 12. I do think 10 to 12 is like a bit aggressive, but it's not impossible. It could be 15, but I definitely think we're making a new low, and that's pretty much where I'm standing at. But now we need to see this break right here. This needs to make a new low, this level right here. And if we pull this over a little bit so you guys can see the price, that price would be about 22.9 needs to break. And then after 22, actually say 22.8. 22.8 needs to break. Matter of fact, let's just do the wick here. 22.750. 22.750 needs to break. After 22.750 breaks, I need to see a break here at this level, which would be another level to break, and that would be 21.3. So that needs to happen just to confirm our bias, our bearish bias, to be honest with you, when we're looking at these charts and we're seeing what is going to happen in these markets. So pay attention and brace yourself because it's happening, guys. I know a lot of people who you guys see on YouTube are saying, I think the bottom was in. I'm pretty sure that was the bottom. You gotta look bigger than just your feelings. You can't go off of this. You need to look at crypto fear greed, right? And see that as soon as it popped up, that greed came in. Last week we were in greed. That was the bottom, guys. That's it. That was the bottom. That was it. Just the markets aren't going to be the exact date, the exact months every year. But we do have the Bitcoin cycle. Yes, that's true. But I think we need to price in what's happening globally. That's something that a lot of people aren't doing. We need to price in what's happening globally. Okay. So taking a look at Bitcoin and seeing what's going on, I think it's going to be one heck of a ride. These are our two levels that we're waiting for. I want to see those break. Ultimate level I want to see break, like I've been saying, is 18.6. I need to see 18.6 cleared. Once that does clear, in my prediction, it will clear. Once that does clear, I have my target is 14. Okay, that's what I have here on the charts. My chart target is 15 or 14. Sorry, making that new low, and then we'll go from there. 10 to 12 is like, well, the sky is falling. That's like ultimate buy season. But right here, I have on my charts 14,000 as a target. So I know you guys may disagree, but it's happening. So we'll see what happens. Only a few people in my circle, or a few people that I respect from a cryptocurrency standpoint, that not have just been around, but also understand like economics and understand like investments. They see what I see what they're talking about, and they have good points to say that was the bottom. But on the other hand, my other people in my circle understand that the most confirmations that we have right now is that Bitcoin is going lower. We have the more confirmations that Bitcoin is going lower than the opposite. So taking a look at Ethereum. Ethereum pretty much is staying within this channel. Looking here, we see here that it's respecting this trend line, but we also can actually put almost like a wedge here. I think we can put a wedge here to see what happens in this wedge. Ethereum has actually been holding strong, to be honest with you. Like Ethereum, I know people were disappointed in what happened with price with the merge, but I think Ethereum's been holding strong. But at the same time, I have Ethereum going to 682. So if Bitcoin goes to 14, I got Ethereum breaking out of this wedge and going to 682. So that's my price points. I'm not changing them. Only way I change them is if we break these levels. So on my Ethereum, for my Ethereum price action is that we'd have to break 23.3. So we'd have to break this black area above here to see this horizontal trend line, which is about 23.3. So that has to happen for me to change my bias. The same thing with Bitcoin. What has to happen is we have to break and close above 24.9. So that's kind of where I'm standing at. I'm not changing it. That's what I think, and that's what I'm going with. Going here to CoinMarketCap, looking here at CoinMarketCap, and Bitcoin pretty much doing its thing, doing what it's going to do. Ethereum's up to 1705. Like I said, Ethereum's holding strong, guys. Ethereum's holding strong. So when this happens, if and when, we'll say that, if and when, because there's no guarantees, if and when this happens, you need to accumulate. Like when that drops, don't wait for it to go to 5 to 3. That thing hits those targets, at least for me, I'm going hard, like hard. Polygon, I think, is a good long-term play for sure. But you guys know my picks: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, and Stellar. I would say Polygon would be up there too. I do have a bag of Shiba. Shiba's like that rainbow. I missed out on Dogecoin, and I knew about Dogecoin probably about years before it pumped. Knew about it. I was like, nah, I ain't touching it. I'm not touching it. And yeah, so I probably left like 22 mil on the table. That's how early I had that potential to buy Dogecoin. I'm just like, nah. I had the potential to buy it. I'm just like, nah. So when it pumped, I'm like, oh. But probably left like 22 mil on the table. Based off of the price point, it was when I was looking at it. But I do have a bag of Shiba just in case. Not missing again. It's one of those, up. If it happens, if it doesn't, it doesn't. Cool. So taking a look at some news here. Coinbase suspends Binance USD stablecoin, saying it doesn't meet the listing standards. Now, I do not like Coinbase. I think Coinbase like sold their soul. I do not like Coinbase. Coinbase is actually the easiest exchange to use if you've ever used it. But it's almost like if you want to do like serious volume, I don't think Coinbase is it for you. I think you need to get on like a Binance, Kraken maybe. But Coinbase, I don't like Coinbase whatsoever. But Coinbase suspended trading of Binance BUSD starting March 13th because the stablecoin doesn't meet the listing standards. The U.S. crypto currency exchange announced in a tweet Monday. I mean, yeah, it doesn't meet our listing standards, but we're the largest exchange in the world. Doesn't really make sense. Next article here, Robinhood received crypto-related subpoena requests from SEC 10K. The SEC is hunting. SEC is on a hunt. All things crypto. The SEC did not immediately respond to requests for comment, but they are just on the hunt. They're out for blood. The SEC wants to get their hands around this and pretty much give any reason to make, any other crypto outside of the United States US dollar coin illegal. You have to use US dollar coin because they want to be able to regulate, control, pretty much defeats the purpose of crypto. So that's some articles I found interesting today. But like I said, back to the charts. This is happening, guys. The respect is right there. We'll see what happens. I think this weekly candle would be a big tell. But ultimately, pay attention to the daily time frame. On this daily time frame, if we break that level, if we break 22.7, and then we break 21.3, brace yourself, okay? Because when those two happen, let's just draw it out. If those two happen, and it'll pretty much happen like this. If that happens and we break, it's almost inevitable when those two happen. So pay attention. We'll be here. And guys, I hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do, and we'll see you soon.